Hi there Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August. This can be a really important month for relationships. And I don't just mean of the intimate kind, although that is entirely possible. It can be all sorts of people, and especially relationships at work. Because this is a month when Venus, the planet of relating, continues in your sector of partnerships, but is in a retrograde, which can see you thinking very carefully about what you want. But in the first 2 weeks, she is squaring up to strict Saturn, your co-ruler. Saturn is that more traditional part of your nature, the more conservative part of your instincts. There is a part of you that, of course, can embrace new, novel and different approaches. But this one, I do feel this influence suggests that if you're weighed down by professional obligations, it could see you being distracted from an important love moment, certainly around someone you already know. On the other hand, if you're strongly attracted to someone, it could be people in your family or their family and not particularly approving of the association, which could prove to be very exasperating. However, from the time of the 9th, when Mars moves into your opposite sign, you can go on the front foot and be much more combative if you think that people are not giving you the respect that you deserve. And you're going to be emanating on the back of Mars's support a real aura of drive, determination and self-confidence, which actually could prove to be very attractive to somebody. It's just in the second half of this month, the Sun is also broadly squaring up with Saturn too, just in 2 different zodiac signs. I think because of this, when it comes to how you relate, but also the things you share with people at a deeper level, whether it's the emotional context of the relationship or even resources, you can't take people for granted. There could be a point that you reach that is the end of the road in one particular tie, and it may be difficult or painful, but the likelihood is that there is another relationship that's set to evolve in a much more positive way, particularly in the last half of the month, because your modern ruler Uranus is then absolutely on fire in a fantastic angle with Venus, which can see that much more free, independent, funny, ironic side of your nature come out, where you can be quirky and someone can be absolutely totally smitten with you, and it can be really very exciting. But if you are dealing with anyone influential at work, just be shrewd about who holds the power, whether it's you as the boss or them as the boss, or in a big organisation. If there's something that you're not happy with about a line manager, you do need to be realistic, because Saturn can be a very tricky influence, and as much as you may try to show goodwill, be harmonised and reach out, want to cooperate, someone may be very switched off from this, which can just add to a sense of drift. But by the end of this month, I do feel that once Mercury moves into your sister air sign of Libra on the 28th, even if there has been a little bit of confusion in the few days before that, things will start to make more sense. But when it comes to your long-term future, there is some significant changes this month. On the 8th, Mercury's moving into a deep part of your scope. Here it helps you to scratch beneath the surface around what people really mean. It's not what they're saying, it's what they really mean. But it's followed on the 11th by Jupiter. Jupiter has been in your sector of relating for the last year, and it's probably seen something magical happen around a relationship or an opportunity. Whether you've chosen to take it or not is really down to you. But it's going to be moving on the 11th for a year into your sector of the 8th house. Now this is about deep commitment, something that Aquarius people don't always find easy. And if there is someone you really, really are getting close to and you're enjoying it, then it can be a portent of things to come. If you're still single by the end of this month, don't panic, because Jupiter is going to be here for the next year. And this is a very deep, passionate influence, but it also can see you doing extremely well in business around real estate, property. And if you are someone who's quite speculative in your approach, you like to buy or sell things, you can be very successful here too. So it is a month with lots of different possibilities, but your skills as a communicator, as a relator, are really at the heart of it. And there may be some situations which are a bit tense and not necessarily flowing as easily as you would like, but do keep the diplomacy going, but also don't be a pushover, and you may reach your goals. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.